Lagos State Government has reiterated the necessity for all residents to take proactive measures to address land degradation and enhance resilience to drought. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources Tokunbo Wahab stated this at the grand finale of the 2024 World Environment Day celebration held at Adeyemi Bello Auditorium, Alausa, Ikeja, saying that Lagos State is not immune to natural challenges of being a mega city with growing population and rapid urbanization. Wahab described the theme land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience as to action to address the critical challenges of land degradation, desertification, and drought issues that threaten the very existence of the future of the planet. He said land degradation driven by unsustainable agricultural practices, deforestation, and climate change affects about 1.9 billion hectares of land globally. The commissioner stated that encroachment of desert and the loss of arable land are affecting agricultural productivity, water resources, and the livelihood of millions of Nigerians. He emphasized that the healthy nature of the land directly impacts food security, water availability, biodiversity, livelihoods, and overall well-being. As the 90-day amnesty period approved by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for property owners and developers to obtain requisite building permits enters the second month, the Lagos State Fiscal Planning Permit Authority (LASPA) has intensified its advocacy, imploring more house owners to maximize the amnesty window to obtain their building permits. During a motorized campaign and backed upon by LASPA officials to different parts of the state, the staff engaged residents distributing flyers and sensitizing them on the need to access the amnesty opportunity. The officials of LASPA who stopped over at the Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development in Alausa were received by top officials of the ministry, led by the Director of Human Resource, Office of Fiscal Planning, Taiwo Fesum. On behalf of the Commissioner for the Ministry, Oluyinka Olumide, he acknowledged the tenacity of LASPA in ensuring that residents of the state are fully aware of the amnesty opportunity approved by the state governor. Olumide stated that the state government, through the approval of the amnesty program without payment of penalty, has again shown itself as a government with human face. The federal government's negotiating team has raised its offer by 2,000 naira, bringing its total minimum wage offer to 62,000 naira, while the organized labor reduced its demand to 250,000 naira from 494,000 naira. Following the disagreement, the Tripartite Committee on New National Minimum Wage adjourned amid disagreement on the amount. Meanwhile, state governors under the aegis of the Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF), while negotiations are still ongoing, declared that they could not pay the proposed 60,000 naira minimum wage. The governors, in a statement issued by the Director of Media and Public Affairs for NGF, Halima Ahmed, said the 60,000 naira minimum wage proposal by the federal government is not sustainable. NGF expressed concerns that if the 60,000 naira minimum wage is adopted, many states would allocate their entire federal account allocation committee funds to salaries, leaving no resources for development projects. To the rest of the stories. Nasarawa State Government, in collaboration with the Federal Medical Center, KEFI, has commenced testing and treating of residents infected with viral hepatitis B and C virus across the 13 local government area of the state. The Deputy Governor Emmanuel Akabe stated this in Doma local government at the flag off of the Viral Hepatitis Free Village campaign, tagged putting Nasarawa State on the track of viral hepatitis elimination by 2030. Akabe explained that the partnership with the hospital was to commence medical outreach to provide comprehensive health care services in rural communities across the state. He noted that the state government decided to begin the health programs in Doma because the LGA had over the years recorded high cases of viral hepatitis, which had claimed so many lives. The Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, says it will review aspects of the Universal Basic Education Act of 2004 that are hindering its smooth operation. Speaking in Lagos at the opening of a two-day retreat for the Senate Committee on Education, basic and secondary, with the theme Basic Education Implementation in Nigeria, Issues, Challenges and Way Forward. Executive Secretary UBEC Hamid Boboyi explained that due to societal development and changes since 2004, the Act has become overdue for review. Boboyi stressed the need for the education system to address the country's challenges. And over to some foreign news. French President Emmanuel Macron is set to host United States President Joe Biden for a state visit marked by pomp and a parade, as well as talks on trade, Israel and Ukraine. This is part of the activity to commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The two men, who share a warm relationship despite past tensions over a submarine deal with Australia, will participate in a welcoming ceremony with their wives at the iconic Arc de Triomphe and parade down the aisles before holding a meeting about policy issues and then attending dinner. And over to sports news. Female Yellow Greens players Sunday Salome and Piety Loki have smashed each other's records at the ongoing 2024 Kwibuka Women's T20I tournament, as the senior women's team recorded the biggest margin of win by thrashing Malawi by 90 runs in their last round robin game. Malawi's 90 runs for the loss of 6 wickets stood no chance against the hard-batting Nigerians, who posted a whopping 180 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in their allotted overs. The win was 28 runs better than Nigeria's previous biggest margin win of 62 runs, which was achieved against Ghana at the 2023 Nigeria Cricket Federation Women's T20I Invitational. And that was our news at 12, but just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. And you can also visit our website, trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has reiterated the necessity for all residents to take proactive measures to address land degradation and enhance resilience to drought. Nasarawa State Government, in collaboration with the Federal Medical Center, KEFI, has commenced testing and treating of residents infected with viral hepatitis B and C virus across the 13 local government areas of the state. And we also told you that French President Emmanuel Macron is set to host United States President Joe Biden for a state visit marked by pomp and a parade, as well as talks on trade, Israel and Ukraine. In sports, female Yellow Greens players Sunday Salome and Piety Loki have smashed each other's records at the ongoing 2024 Kwibuka Women's T20I tournament, as the senior women's team recorded the biggest margin of win by thrashing Malawi 90 runs in their last round robin game. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adirayodu Olaya. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Beautiful afternoon to you, Lagos.